Hi folks, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like what you see here, I'd love it if you subscribed. I had other things planned for today, but my neighbour is having his garden wall worked on and there's someone out there with an angle grinder, and every time I went to open my mouth to say something he started grinding angles. So I went and checked my post, and that's a shout out to anyone who wants to request me do anything. That was shit English, wasn't it? You can either pop me a link in a comment under a video, or you can write to me in secret at chattoexposed@aol.com. Anyway, this was requested. A LisaLisaD1 video entitled Vegas Baby Luxury Makeup Haul Stories and Photos. Why is there a comma after Vegas? Isn't it supposed to be Vegas Baby? Or is it Vegas Baby? Is there a baby involved? Who knows? Anyway, so if you hear any weird noises in the background, it's the angle grinder and my fan, because I thought, well, I can put it on now. I'm not doing something that needs to be completely quiet in the background. So off we go.
Hey guys, it's Lisa, and today is Saturday, and I just got back from Vegas on Thursday night late. It was 11:30 when John and Will picked me up. So yesterday I spent the whole day I spent the whole day just washing clothes and unpacking and doing stuff like that. So today what I'm going to do is my Vegas haul. And I will go ahead and tell you, in case you were thinking that I got a bag or shoes or clothes, I didn't. The last day I was there, I was flying out.
Wow, a haul without bags or shoes. There's a first. Isn't that normally what she does? Oh, why? No, ignore me. Lots of people are going to Vegas lately, aren't they? Michelle Wang lives out there, doesn't she? I love her house. Has anyone seen her house? Oh my lord. It's enormous. It's beautiful. Has a pool and everything, but that's nothing to do with what I'm talking about here, is it? Shall we get back to Lisa?
Got up early and thought, I'm going to go. My flight wasn't until 1. So the hotel, of course, would hold your luggage.
Sorry. There's things she does that grate on me. It's the Dutton and Wadden and the scent, and I got 4 pair. Is she allergic to S's? She's the only person I know that can take every S out of her vocabulary and never use it at all. Weird.
I thought, I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to go to the Gucci store and, maybe some others, but just the Gucci store was all I was planning on doing, and maybe buy a bag. And I went to the Crystal Mall or Crystal Shops, and it was beautiful, and they didn't open until 11. And then I passed the Chanel girls going to work, and they said they weren't opening until 12. So I had to just kind of...
Oh, I bet she was absolutely fucking gutted. That's why there's no bag, because you didn't look at the times of the shops opening. What was she in Vegas for? Will she tell me in this video? Just curious. Was it some Monet thing, or was it a YouTube meetup, or why was she there? Thank you.
window shop, and then I went ahead and got my luggage and went to the airport. So I did not get anything big like that. What I got was a lot of makeup and fragrance. I don't think any skincare, but I do have some other things that I purchased before I went to Vegas, a couple of more Sephora hauls, and some other things that I've ordered, and some PR. So I will have another haul video coming soon.
Of course you will, because that's what you do. Shop, shop, shop and shop some more. Has she got a filter on this video? Because her skin looks amazing. And the skin on her neck and chest and everything looks really good on here. Someone please tell me it's a filter. Because mine looks shite compared to hers. I hate getting old. It's no fun.
What I did is I went to the first night, I didn't go anywhere. I just checked in and unpacked and all of that good stuff. The second day, Tuesday, we had it was a kind of like a reunion, and there was over 4,000 girls there, and you had to qualify for this trip. So everybody there was very enthusiastic, had a great morning, and then we had the rest of the
Is it Mon 8 then? I'm trying to see what's written on that thing and I can't see anything. I'm assuming it's Mon 8.
afternoon free, and then we had a pool party reception type thing that night. Well, it was cold there. I think the high was 60 that day. So I did not end up staying at that pool party. I kind of waited until my friends got there, and then I told them that I don't drink. I don't know anybody but them, and I kind of felt like I didn't want anybody to feel like they had to stand with me because I'm just not that person. It doesn't bother me. Matter of fact, I was there for probably 30 or 45 minutes right by myself, and that just doesn't bother me. But what bothers me is to think that someone might be not mingling or not doing something because I'm there. So
So why didn't you mingle instead of standing in a corner on your own? Why didn't you mingle and make new friends? Your friends would have found you in the crowd, I'm sure, so you could have mingled.
that night I went to Sephora. I went to Sephora at the Miracle Mile and had a great time. A great time. I saw one of my
I'm sorry. She left a huge party, pool party, left her friends, and went to Sephora and had an amazing time at Sephora. Does that not tell you? All the people that are coming over here telling me I'm jealous. No, I'm not. I'm not jealous of her at all. Like I said in a comment to somebody, the only thing I'm jealous of is that she's got 3 bathrooms or whatever in her house that are specifically for her. I just want a toilet of my own. If I ever get a day where I don't have to queue up to go into the bathroom, it'll be a miracle. And when you've got IBS and other problems, and there's a frigging queue, and you've got children that seem to take 3 days to do whatever they're doing in there. Thankfully, my daughter now takes showers instead of baths because the baths used to take hours on end. And now I've lost the point of what I'm saying. That is all I'm not even jealous of her. It's just like, wow, I wish I had my own fucking ensuite bathroom. I'm not jealous of Lisa. I don't care. She can spend every sodding cent that she's got. I don't care. It's the fucking idiocracy of it all that gets to me. The way she treats her family and the things that make her fucking cry or happy. It's all about, what's it called? Stuff. I'm using stuff because my head's battered today. All that matters to her is makeup, shoes, handbags, and clothes. She doesn't care about anything else. She forgot to buy her son back to school clothes. Oh, it just crept up on me. I didn't know he needed a winter coat. Poor boy couldn't find anything in his closet because it was all taken up with her stuff. They all walk on eggshells in that house, well, the old house, in case they made some noise while Mama was filming. And then in the last video I did, they came over here and had a go at me. Did you watch the video? She was crying about perfume. She didn't cry over a cat that got hit by a car and that she left in a garage overnight to die because she didn't want to bring it to an emergency vet. She didn't cry over the cat that was eaten by a coyote and its innards were left on the doorstep and Brooke found them. She didn't cry when her daddy said that fucking Bridget was circling the drain. She thought it was hysterically funny. Do people not see this? Then she's telling her husband, oh, you'll have to make an appointment with me during the week to talk about helping you in the garage, when he was trying to surprise her with her perfume. All she thinks about is herself. Back in the day, they used to go out to eat every night of the week because that's what she wanted to do. Now that she's only eating the same two things every night, they never go out. How about you eat before you go and you sit with them and enjoy the meal and let the others enjoy something else? No, because that doesn't fucking fit in with what you want to do. It's all about Lisa. It's her way or the highway. And if you come over here to fucking stand up for her, don't bother. She doesn't care. She really does not care. And she won't thank you for it either. The woman is as fucking... I've seen puddles that weren't as shallow as her.
Subscribers there. That's probably where I purchase the most makeup. I do not get to go to a full Sephora very often. It's only when I go out of town, and I have not flown or been out of town since before COVID. So that night I had such a good time. I thought, you know, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend this time, the free time that I have, going to all of these Neiman Marcus, Saks. I went to Nordstrom. The girls at Nordstrom were so nice. I can't remember the name of the mall, but I'll put it here. And just going to the makeup counters and having that experience and swatching things, having them tell me what was the best seller, what would look good on me. I just enjoy that interaction so much. So that's...
Right. How many times have you been to Vegas, Lisa? How much of Vegas did you actually see? So when you get home and Will says, wow, what was Vegas like, Mum? Oh, well, the Sephora had this, that and the other, and the Neiman Marcus had this, that and the other, and did you see the strip? Did you go to see a show? Did you do any of the touristy things? And while you were out at Sephora, did you buy anything for the family? I remember a trip she went on. And what had she bought Will? Oh, I can hear you all shouting at me now. What was it? It was fucking sweets in the duty free or something sad. A last minute memory. Oh yeah, I have a child. Oh, I better buy him something. A packet of sweets at duty free on the way home. That's how much thought she puts into her family. Those of you kissing her hole and saying, oh, she's such a nice, kind lady. No, that's the show she puts on when she makes her video. You want to see angry mama, she ain't nice.
what I did. So what you're going to see here is a lot of foundations, 3 fragrances, and just some good stuff. So what I did is recreated my look from our last night in Vegas. We went out to a nice dinner. We went to a show, America's Got Talent. I was so impressed. I could not believe how good that show was. It was so much better than I thought. I guess in my mind, you know, I've got those shows in Myrtle Beach, you know, on my mind, you know. I just didn't know it was going to be so...
Really? Sorry, I'm moving my mic in case you're wondering what the noise is. The clampy thing broke on me today, so I'm trying to MacGyver it to sit in front of me, but it's not happening. You didn't know that shows in Vegas would be good? Really? I'm in the fucking UK. I know shows in Vegas are good. That's why people go. They go to gamble and see the shows. Not shop Sephora and fucking Neiman Marcus.
grand and authentic. It was really a great experience. Then after that, I was planning on just going back to the hotel. There was 7 of us and letting the rest of the girls go do their thing. So I didn't want to hold them back or whatever. And my dad kept telling me, go see the strip. You have to go see the strip. Well, I thought the strip was just what we were on, but there is I can't remember the name of the avenue, and then there's also this little place. It was like Mardi Gras or something. And hopefully I'll be adding some pictures in here. So we went down, we rented a limo. All of us got in. We had the limo for an hour and a half. And we went down to the strip and to that place. Oh gosh, can't remember the street. And it was the whole time, it was like people watchers heaven. I mean, I have never seen such a diverse group of people. And even when I went in each casino or hotel, because I stayed at the MGM, it was such a different atmosphere. So I can't, bottom line, I can't wait to go back. John.
Really? I'm sorry. Lisa, you're fucking American. Are you telling me you didn't know what the Strip in Vegas was? Is she really that dim? I know on worldly things she doesn't seem to know and she doesn't really care. It's only what's happening in Lisa Land that bothers her. But surely she knows about her own fucking country. It'd be like me saying I didn't know where fucking Buckingham Palace was. What goes on in that little head of hers? And John. What's she going to say about John?
I maybe, just because I told him I saw so many golf bags, going in and out of the hotel. But he really said he would be glad, he would be happy if he never flew another time in his life. He does not ever want to get on an airplane. He just hates it so bad, and he had to fly a lot for work, and he just never got used to it, and he hates it. But I would love to go back, as a couple. So then when we got back in the limo,
Can you not drive to Vegas? Do a road trip? That's an actual question, because I've got no idea how far Wilmington is from Vegas, but that would be a fun thing to do as a couple. Go on a road trip, wouldn't it? Now that he's retired, and you could do a few videos in advance and just switch off, leave the camera at home unless you're taking pictures of the two of you, and go on a road trip. That'd be nice.
we had some time. So one of the girls had the idea of going to the Las Vegas sign and taking pictures, and we got so lucky that there was a guy there with a professional camera, and he took our pictures, and he didn't charge anything, but he took our donation. So we each paid him $20. He airdropped all the pictures to us, and it was just a magical, wonderful night. It was just, I enjoyed it so much. I haven't been with a group of girls like that in a long time, and I really had a good time. So this is the makeup that I wore that night. This is the jacket and the shirt. The pants, this is funny. This is the brand new outfit from Zara. So, and I bought it to go there. And so it's no big deal. I got the wear out of them, but.
So you bought this outfit to go to Vegas. You wore it once, and it doesn't really matter if it spontaneously combust because you got the wear out of it. How much money does this woman waste? And was she doing a John Travolta pose in front of the Vegas sign there in her white suit?
When you're there, it's just in and out of taxis. So I took a taxi to the hotel, met all of them there, and that's where we ate. I think it was at the Eiffel restaurant, at the Luxor. No, the Luxor, I think, was a show. I think I don't know, the restaurant was, I think, the Eiffel restaurant. And it didn't happen there, but I think it was when we got in the taxi to go to the show, I got in the taxi and I felt, whoop. And I was like, oh my gosh.
You felt what? Whoop.
My zipper busted. And the bad thing was it didn't have like a hook and eye at the top. So I got out, I looked, sure enough, just wide open. The zipper didn't just come down, it was busted, and it was hanging on by a thread. So I had to go to the bathroom so bad. I had been drinking water all night. I drank so much water when I was gone. When you fly and you go somewhere, you're just so thirsty. Luckily,
when you fly and go somewhere, you're just so thirsty. No.
My friend rigged it so I could go to the bathroom, and then she did it just enough that it would hold, and then we ended up getting a safety pin. So I don't have those pants anymore. I threw them away. They were not expensive.
Really? Really? You threw them away? You couldn't fix the zip? Wasteful fucking woman. Are all your fans watching this? Is that what you do? Buy a pair of trousers, wear them once and throw them away? Wow. Really? Okay.
And I felt like I had gotten my wear out of them. So I'll show you.
How did you get your wear out of them? You wore them once. Really? Am I the only one disgusted by this?
My outfit at the end. So today I'm wearing the same makeup that I wore that night. And it's makeup that I took and makeup that I bought. So here we go. Fragrance. When I was sitting at one of the, just where we were all sitting together, I had taken just a little fragrance sample. It was like Juliet Has a Gun, or it was something I had gotten free, and I did not like it. But I was thinking, well, at least it's not overpowering. So when I went shopping, what I had on my mind was a fragrance that I could wear, and that's what I would tell everybody. I want something I can just, because they would try to sell me those really strong.
I wanted a fragrance that I could spray liberally and that wouldn't be overpowering. I wanted a fragrance that I could
$350 fragrances, and I've got those fragrances that are that strong where you have to spray them and walk through them, and then you have to worry, is it going to choke the person next to you? I did not want that. So the first thing I bought was this, and it is the Jo Malone Nectarine Blossom and Honey Cologne. The bad thing is this does not wear well on me. I like it when I smell it, but when I put it on, and I thought it was just me, but I had it on yesterday and Brooke smelled it and she said, just the look on her face, what's that? Do you have that on? And I said, yeah, it doesn't smell good, does it? And she says, no, it's like bothering my nose. I said, I know, it almost smells, and I don't know how else to describe it, but like it gets a sour smell, almost like a sweaty little kid. You know what I mean? Like not B.O., but just
a sweaty little kid. I can't say I've come across a sweaty little kid. If it didn't wear well on you, why didn't you bring it back? Or why didn't you bring one of the gazillion fragrances you have? No, don't do that. Then you've got an excuse to buy more. Silly me.
like not good. So that's a shame because they only had the big one. I think it was at Saks or Neiman Marcus. And so I'm hoping that my mom or my sister-in-law will like it. So I plan on giving this away. The next fragrance I purchased was this one. And I love these Valentino fragrances. So this one was no exception. And it is the new Coral. And I don't know the notes, but it's a fruity floral. Oh my gosh. Okay. Juicy Couture. If you like the original Juicy Couture, you would love this. It smells so good. I think it is so beautiful. It was like a no-brainer. I bought this from the girls at Nordstrom. And I love it. But I do know that Sephora sells these.
She was just smelling the side that didn't have the spray. I give up. So she's bought 2 bottles of perfume now. Okay. I thought you just wanted one that you could...
Smaller versions of these, and they're actually sprays, so that would be a good way to try it. But this is just going to be, actually I told Brooke, I said we need to go through my fragrances and pull out the ones that are good for summer and put them on my dresser, so it's easy to just go over there and spray.
That's a job for Brooke, is it? I'm sorry, I can't with this woman. You're gonna go through all your fragrances and figure out which is good for summer and put them there so that they're easy to.
I saw this. It's the Lake and Sky Cote du Paradis Eau de
Of
Parfum. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, but
course you did. You never get anything right that's French, do you? Another one. How many perfumes did you buy, Lisa? I thought you just wanted the one.
you get the point. And this is reminiscent of French Riviera's Endless Summers. It's a gourmand fragrance featuring notes of Palo Santo, almond, tonka bean, and vanilla. And let me pull it out here. It's a beautiful, simple bottle, and it smells like the beach. It has, oh God, it smells so good. Like, this is what I mean. This fragrance, I don't think could bother anyone. It's smooth. It's a little bit gourmand. It's, not.
It's a little bit gourmand because you just read it's a little bit gourmand. It's smooth. Whoever describes a perfume as smooth?
Not a lot of anything that like tickles your nose. And I just think, when you're hugging people and everything, I want it to smell good. And I really didn't care for that Juliet Has a Gun. That wasn't, matter of fact, that smelled a lot like this on me. Just not.
So why didn't you test it before you went away? That's what people do when they're packing to go away. They pack their favourite perfume, not just one that they've dragged out of the drawer of free stuff that they've got sent sweet gifts from your subscribers or samples you've got from the shops. Most people take a trip as an opportunity to wear their best clothes and their best makeup and their favourite perfume. It's not rocket science.
Pretty. When I think of it, it just wasn't a pretty smell, and that's what I wanted. So this is pretty and beachy, and that is pretty and like fruity. Both of them are ones that I think you could just wear anywhere. Church, any of those times that you're close to people and you don't want.
Church. When did you last go to church? I know I haven't watched you in a while, but the last time I was watching you when you were still in your original home, you haven't been to church in years. Is that what she does? She throws that in every so often to keep the church people on side. Oh, see, she's a good woman. She's a God-fearing woman who never goes to church. I can't talk. I don't go to church either. But I'm making a stand against paedophile priests. Why don't you go anymore, Lisa?
To be overpowering. Okay, so foundations. The reason, well, I don't really have the reason I got a lot of foundations is because I love foundations. And I'm going to try not to, this is going to be too late. Hold on. Okay, I had to make sure my camera didn't cut off because this is going to be a long video. Because I had many epiphanies about my makeup when I was gone. And
Epiphanies about her makeup. Epiphanies about her makeup. Wow. Let's hear these deep epiphanies you had.
And, in the weeks prior to this, one of those is that I cannot wear glowy makeup. My skin is, in fact, normal, probably more oily. And I think that has to do with the fact that it's healthy and fresh skin that, I've been using the Abaji. I use Retin A every night. So I decided, I'm not going to.
I thought Retin A and all that dried your skin out. I didn't realise that you could still have oily skin and use Retin A. It's a new thing to me. Not that I've used Retin A, we don't get that over here. It's not handed to you like it is over there. You can't just go and buy it. You have to be prescribed it if you go to see a dermatologist, and that's not just something that we can do daily either. You get referred from your GP, and only if you're really badly affected by acne or something. You can't just go and say, I got a spot, I need whatever. No.
Going to get any more of the skin tints, the glowy this, the natural that. That's just not practical for my area I live in and my skin type. But I still like a glowy look like I have on now. So the best way for me to get that is to wear a long wearing matte foundation, a foundation that dries down, and then put on my glowy products after that, and then to use a setting spray. Okay, so I wish I had the setting spray right here, but
Really? How many years have people been using setting sprays? And you've only just come to this epiphany. How long does she talk about foundation for?
I've got a box of all the products that I'm just kind of going through here. This is just what I bought in Vegas.
What?
So with all that in mind,
holy fuck, that's just what you bought in Vegas. Let me go back a bit. I have to see that again. I'm sorry.
Have on now. So the best way for me to get that is to wear a long wearing matte foundation, a foundation that dries down, and then put on my glowy products after that, and then to use a setting spray. Okay, so I wish I had the setting spray right here, but I've got a box of...
Wow. Didn't she just do a huge declutter? I only need one of this and one of that. Didn't she? Or was that ages ago? I seem to have seen that in my feed at some point. Wow. Who buys that much on holiday? Most people don't shop on holiday. They shop for others. They go and get souvenirs. Go and buy, I don't know, what represents Vegas now as a little thing to stick on the fridge or have on the windowsill to remind you of your trip, and something nice for John, Brooke and Will. No, she just went ape shit in Sephora. Woohoo.
Of all the products that I'm just kind of going through here. This is just what I bought in Vegas. So with all that in mind, I bought the Gucci foundation and this is, I think, a natural finish. Natural finish. And I got the Fair Medium 260W. That, I haven't even tried it yet. Then I got the Prisme Libre Skin Caring Matte Givenchy foundation. And I got this in N280. I got both of these from Sephora. So nice being able to swatch. You guys, it's so hard to order things online and not to be able to see them. And a lot of times, like, I think this I had ordered, I got the wrong shade. I didn't even want to order again because I just, after you know, you can't figure it out. It's just hard. So I got the Armani Power Fabric foundation.
The last video I did was when she said, when things aren't working, I go back to ground zero and use what always works on me. And she used a Estee Lauder Double Wear. Why is she now buying a foundation for every day of the year when she knows that the Estee Lauder Double Wear is the one she really likes and always goes back to? And please don't come with that bollocks. She does it for us. No, she doesn't. That's the excuse she uses to buy 2 ton of shit at the shops. It's got nothing to do with you. Even before YouTube, she was doing her Friday hauls. I said this to somebody in a comment. They were like, oh, wow, I never knew that. Yeah. For those of you that are coming over here to jump up and down on her behalf, she used to clean her parents' home and they gave her $50. And then John used to give her another $50. So she had $100 every week to spend. So she'd go to the mall, spend every penny, come home and do a show and tell for John on a Friday. It wasn't a YouTube thing, it's a Lisa thing. And now she's just buying more and more and more to show on a Friday. It's got nothing to do with who's watching her. She'd be doing it even if you weren't watching. Wake up, people.
I had to get a sample. They did not have my color, but I did know that I was shade 6. So then when I went to Nordstrom, they were out of it, and the girl told me that they are reformulating this and they're not sending her anymore. That's why it's been hard to find this. Like,
So why buy that one if they're reformulating it and you're doing it for people? You should wait until it's reformulated and try that one for us, shouldn't you? Why are you trying the... Really? That's the one they're phasing out, so there's a waste of time. Because then she'll say, when she does use it, oh, I won't use it anymore because you guys can't buy it. Which you shouldn't have bought it in the first fucking place.
even on their website, but when I went to, I think, my second Sephora, they had it in the shade 6. So I picked that up. Okay.
How many Sephoras did you go to? Look at her face, people. Just look at her face. She's a shopping addict. This is all for her. The buzz she gets buying things. It's nothing to do with her subscribers at all. And if you think that, you're living in La La Land.
This was at Nordstrom. I got the Tom Ford foundation in 6.0 natural. Had the best time with the girl Melissa that helped me with this. Cannot wait to try that. I have the one that's more like a serum, and I really wanted, that one is just not a yummy foundation. I wanted more of a creamy.
Is she still using that expression? I wanted a yummy one. Who? Who says that? I want a yummy foundation.
Foundation, and she said even though that one isn't matte, that after she powders and uses her Urban Decay all-nighter, that she has no problem with that. So I'm hoping that will be the case with me. And then this, you guys, this is something, this is my favorite. Oh, I can't say it's my favorite thing, but it's one of my favorite things. It is the Clé de Peau Radiant Fluid Foundation Matte. I have worn this now. I wore it that night. I wore it the next day.
What are we on? 6? 6 foundations. Okay.
And then I have it on today. The color could not be a better match. Did I already tell you? It is B40, light tan beige. It is just a beautiful foundation. So I purchased that, and when I did my last Nordstrom video and I used the Clé de Peau Glow foundation, I'm going to put a picture in here of me about 2 hours later. I was like an oil slick. It was terrible. It was just, my whole face was just like an oil slick. So I would not get that one unless you were dry. If you are normal to oily, I would get this one. It is just apples and oranges. It is so pretty. One of you told me that you loved this, so I had that in the back of my mind, so thank you. And I just love it. Love it. It's worth every penny. This, I had been searching for the Hollywood Flawless Filter in shade 4.5. It is a very hard one to come by, but Sephora, the first Sephora on the Miracle Mile, is where I found it. They only had the small one. I forgot how fabulous this is as a primer. So for the last 3 times I've done my makeup, I have just used this as a primer. I cannot believe how much coverage it has.
I thought she already had... See, this is where I get confused. Somebody was telling me that when I said that the Charlotte Tilbury thing was yet another foundation, that it wasn't. Okay. But why does she call everything a fucking flawless filter and confuse the arse off of us? It's like, what's the other thing? Oh, what does she name everything? No, it's gone. But she's got a name for, and everything's got the same fucking name. How are you supposed to differentiate between all her fucking things when they're all called the same thing? I'm glad I haven't bought a foundation from her because it confused the arse off me. And I wouldn't buy that because I wear a mineral foundation, so I can't see it going over that well enough. Pillow Talk. Thank you for whoever was shouting that out. Everything's called Pillow Talk. How do you know which Pillow Talk you have? I'm glad I've bought a few bits from Charlotte Tilbury, but it's like I can't buy anything else because I don't. For those of you that are new, I'm stuck in my bedroom due to illness and disability, so I don't go out shopping. And anyway, I don't think there's anywhere here you could buy fucking Charlotte Tilbury. So I buy stuff online, and then you go on and you look, and it's just total confusion because everything's called the same thing. But she already had the flawless filter thingamy-bob. Why is she buying another one?
As it is the perfect shade for me, the perfect shade for my foundations, and I absolutely love it. I never want to be without this again. So happy about that. Then this is something I wanted to tell you about. I actually bought this the week before, but I used it a lot in Vegas and before. It is the BB Curl from Bumble and Bumble Reactivator. So last night I just let my hair air dry, and I actually used the mousse that's in this line. I used it for the first time, and it's a little bit more moussey looking, but we'll see. The jury's out on that, but it's not.
I remember when she had a bath full of hair stuff. Anyone else remember those days? She tried everything. I'm sorry, I'm moving my mic again. I need to do something with this, and I don't know what. Stupid. But it's like she buys 9 million things for her hair. Surely once you get something that works, you stop buying. And no, she's not doing it for you. It's just she needs to shop. She goes through phases. At the moment it looks like it's the foundation phase, but it'll be something else next week.
Not that I hate it. My hair's not crunchy at all, but it is a little, sectiony, which I like that better than fuzzy. So if I had to say, I do like the curl mousse. I'm not going to return it or anything.
No,
But
God
this,
forbid.
if you have curly hair, if you're going like on the second day, you have to brush out the underneath and the ends of your hair. You might not have to completely brush.
No, you're supposed to brush your hair daily, Lisa. Did Mummy not teach you that when you were little? Brush your hair, woman.
Brush it out, but you have to brush it out to some degree in order to not get dreadlocks. And that ruins your curl and your pattern, and it gets fuzzy. This is the best thing I have ever used to get that back. I love it. I spray generously all over and then scrunch it up, and it looks great. So I really wanted to tell you about that. All-nighter. Wow, I really had some major lessons happen. I had taken the morphine.
Major lessons in life. Use a setting spray. Oh dear. Lisa, did you know there's a war going on in Ukraine? Has that news reached Wilmington? Even if it had, she couldn't give a fuck. She's just skipping about with her new foundations and her all-nighter setting spray. Wow.
Which I love and I will still use. But my makeup, what I was doing is getting up early, which was easy because I was 3 hours behind there. And I was doing my makeup lightly. And then I would just plan on coming back to the hotel room and, patching it up and putting more eye makeup on for the night. Well, the first day I came back, I actually tried to do a video and it looked so bad. And the lighting in the bathroom wasn't good for a video, so I'm not going to post it. But none of my makeup was on and we didn't even have to wear a mask. And I was like, what is going on? And the Morphe spray, it just was not lasting all day. I just think my skin has just gotten too oily. So I grabbed a small one of these and man, this stuff is good. It is so good. So I really...
In all the years she's been shopping and trying things for us, she's never tried the Urban Decay all-nighter. I haven't, but then I don't go out and wear a face full of makeup in the heat. But everyone and their grandmother on YouTube has used that, spoken about it. I can't believe she's never used... Wow, that really was an epiphany. Yeah. I need to write that down in my diary. The day LisaLisaD1 told me about using setting spray.
Until like the past couple of months. I don't know if I'd ever used the all-nighter and never knew the power of the all-nighter, but that really helped me stay. Okay, another thing, I didn't put them in here, but you know, I had purchased a lot of those Patrick Starr's one size powders. They are beautiful, beautiful. So that is what I've been setting my makeup with. Nope, that is what I had been putting over my makeup. But when I was here at home, I had been using the Laura Mercier translucent under my eyes and the translucent honey over my face. And then I was going in with the Patrick Starr one size powder.
See, I got pulled apart for saying she wore umpteen foundations and powders on her face. She's just said it there. The Laura Mercier, then the one size, over the foundation that was over the flawless filter that had something that really... Nobody has time for that fuck-assing about with 10 million different things.
Well, when I was packing, I didn't want to pack both of those great big powders from Laura Mercier, so I thought, well, I'll just use the one size powders to set. I think that combined with the Morphe setting spray might have been the problem. It didn't look as good. The powder was patchy. I don't think it's good for a setting powder. I think it's beautiful over when you've already set. So I had to purchase a little tiny...
Why do you need to put a powder over a set face? You've already set it with Laura Mercier. Why do you need to put Patrick Starr over the top? You don't.
Tiny, you know, translucent Laura Mercier and the translucent honey, and they saved me. They saved me. So that is what I would say is I love those powders from one size, but I do not think they're good to set your makeup. I still think you need to set and then use those. So I did have to purchase those.
What?
I bought this Hourglass.
What is the purpose of them then? Somebody explain to me why you set your foundation with Laura Mercier, but you need to put another powder over the top. Why? For what? What is the point of it? I can't. This woman.
This palette, I've only used it one time. I didn't use it
once.
I think I used it the day I left, and it is like the new number 3, which is kind of like a contour bronze type powder, and these are very sheer. So they're like bronze highlights and glowy bronzy powders. So don't let the color scare you. They're not that dark, and they're very pretty. Okay, I bought the Hourglass foundation stick. I have purchased this so many times in so many wrong colors. They're always bright yellow when I get them. But the girl at Sephora helped me, and we got natural. So I'm looking forward to trying that. People love this, and I want to love it too. I got the Givenchy Rose Balm. I actually bought 2 of these during this. No, this is something different. Okay, this is the Milky Nude Rose Perfecto. Sorry, this is something different. This is the balmy ones, lip balm. I actually got another one of these too, the plain one, I believe. I got these for a specific reason. I watched a girl's video and she took these. She actually took the Dior, and I like these better than the Dior balms. But she married her lipstick and her lip liner with one of these, and it was really cool. So that is the reason I got these.
She did what? So she wore a lip liner and a lipstick and then put a balm over the top. And you'd never... What? I can't... Really? Any excuse to spend money. I wish someone was doing a running tally of this. Maybe they did on the bakery. I might go and look afterwards. But it's like, what in the hell? How much money has she spent just on foundations? Never mind the rest of the stuff.
And I really have enjoyed this regular plain one already. I just put it in my purse like on the plane. And then this is that. Let's see if we can swatch it. It might not. I mean, they're balms, so they're not going to have a lot of color. It's surprising though, when you put them on your lips, they have more color than you think. Like if it's a color you don't like, you'll know it. Then I got this Armani lip in 109, a beautiful nude, pinky nude type color.
There's a surprise.
Haven't worn that yet.
A pinky nude? You've never had one of them before, have you? Remember back in the day when all she liked was rose amethyst?
Oh my gosh, this was the most beautiful collection. And had I not seen it in person, I probably would have never purchased any of these. But it was like they had one lipstick, two liners, one gloss. I couldn't get the whole set of each one of them, but it's this Natasha Denona I Need a Rose. This is the lip gloss. And oh my gosh, you guys, this is Calia. I mean, this whole set is just beautiful. It's so much prettier than it even looks in the bottle. So that is the gloss, and then I'm going to show you some other. Okay, here are the two lip liners that I got from that collection. I need to just sit down and order the other stuff because it was just all so pretty.
Like you need more lip liners and lip gloss. And before anybody says anything, I have a room full of stuff. I totally get the makeup thing. But when you're using makeup daily, like Lisa is, she gets ready every day, she always goes back to the same lip liners. Always. She's got 2 or 3 that she uses over and over and over and over, yet she goes out and buys more. Why? When you know you won't use it, what is the point? You'll show it once in a video, get all giddy that you bought it, then it'll end up in the pot of lip liners and you'll always grab for the one that you always use. Absolutely fucking pointless.
Need a Rose lip crayon. This one is Daphne. It's just a nice pink, but has enough depth to it. Can't get that out. That it's a good pink and it's not bright. This is Calia, which is more of a muted mauve pink.
They look
and
exactly
for
the
my
same to me. Do they look the same to you? Surely once they're on the lip, they're going to look absolutely the same. No one's going to say, "Oh, are you wearing Dahlia today?" or whatever she said, Delia.
lip combo today, I have on the Calia first, and had I been doing this lip combo for a video, I don't know if I would have used this many things, but when I'm doing them by myself, I just keep going until I like it. So I had put this on first, and then the lipstick. Okay, you guys, I have this lipstick, and I love it, and I have shown it to you, and you love it too. But every time I went to a YSL counter or section, this lipstick would just jump out at me, and I bought it because I thought, who cares if I have to, and I want to wear it here. It is the YSL.
Really? Maybe you should have packed it to go on your trip instead of buying another one.
Number 59. It's that peachy one with the gold shimmer. The guy at the YSL counter said this is one of the only lipsticks that they have not reformulated, because it is so unique and people love it so much. So I have on that lip liner, this lipstick, then I wanted to deepen it a little bit, so I used the Charlotte Tilbury Hot Gossip, which is a little bit darker, and it gave it just a little bit more oomph for the edges. Then this lipstick, and then Buxom Celeste. So that is this lip combo. It is beautiful, and it stayed beautiful all night long. It is just, you have to get.
Good old Buxom Celeste. That's all you see at the end of the day is the glittery lip gloss over the top.
You have to get it. You just have to get all of those. You
No,
will
I
not.
don't.
Each one of those, too, you can wear with other things. It's not like a lip combo that you can only put together and wear with those things. It is just, every product in there is beautiful. Okay, I bought the Cheek to Chic lip color in Ecstasy. Samantha Sherman always talks about this, and I don't know if I've ever had it. So I purchased that. I got the, oh gosh, I'm kind of saving some of these favorites. Oh, here's another Natasha. I Need a Rose. This was the only lipstick they had, and it is Daphne. And it is also,
Daphne,
you see, also like a, ooh, I don't want to break it, a pinky nude. So you can see how well it's going to go with those lip liners. And
so I've just gone on holiday and bought pinky nude lipsticks and lip liners that look exactly the same as the pinky nude lipsticks and lip liners that I left at home. Okay.
And then the glosses, I mean, just a beautiful collection. I got this Givenchy lip liner in 02 Brune, which this actually has a lot of pink in it. I'm sure you can see. It's really pretty. Hey, oh, just looking at this was just, that's what I love. It's like with this makeup, I kind of like remember the experience, and it was so good. After I checked out at Sephora, I looked over to the right. I had not even seen that they had a Pat McGrath section, and I can't remember what was on the other wall. If it was, I can't remember, but I've never, ever seen Pat McGrath in a store. So I went over there after I checked out, and I told her, I said, I'll be back. So I got the...
I bet that fucking counter girl was wringing her hands thinking that all her Christmases had come at once when you tootled in. I'm just going to buy one of everything. Just wrap it up and send it to Wimbledon. Really? Don't you just want to know what the total was? Out of sheer curiosity. That she went into a shop, bought all this stuff and didn't bat an eyelid about buying it. Oh, you're jealous. You can't go into a shop and just buy things and not... No, I'm not. I'm not jealous in the least. I couldn't give a fuck if she sold a house from underneath her. What she does in her life is fine. But I just like looking and commenting, which I'm allowed to do. I'm allowed to have an opinion, and this is just my opinion. You don't have to go running back to Queen Lisa saying, oh, I saved you on this horrible channel. She won't care. She doesn't care. As long as she can go shopping, she don't care.
The lipstick that Babs Beauty talks about, Peep Show. When I wore this lipstick, I got so many compliments. It is, I mean, you wouldn't think it would be that uncommon, but it's like a beautiful nude.
Maybe a pinky nude, perhaps, that looks like the other lipstick on your hand mixed with a dark lip liner. Maybe.
Pink with a little bit of brightness to it. And it's like a velvety, I don't know what the formula is, matte trance. So it's like a velvet matte. It's not a sticky matte. It glides right on, and it just looks beautiful. Matter of fact, if that's too much for you, then get that, because that's really similar. Matter of fact, the two of those together might be a good combo. And then I got this one, which is Blow Up and this is the Lip Fetish Sheer Lip Balm. I don't even think I've swatched this.
By who?
Since I bought it. Oh yeah, it's a good nude.
Am I missing stuff? Has she actually said who these things are by? See, if she was bothered about doing it for you and you going out and buying it, she'd give you all the information. But she's still as scatterbrained as she ever was.
Like I would say a beigey tan nude. Really pretty. Okay, 2 concealers I bought that I love.
Woohoo! 2 concealers! Oh, I'm so giddy, Lisa. I can't wait to see.
Love them both. I bought the Armani Concealer Luminous Silk Concealer in 5.75. And let's see if I can
Even if you are a makeup addict, who gets excited about concealer? Really? Who?
Watch a little bit more here. And, oh, I'm not here. It's not a lot you can see with concealer, but you'll see that it's just the perfect lightness. I mean, it's just like the perfect tone and the perfect color, especially to go with the Armani foundation. And then this, you guys know I love anything that's YSL all hours. I love all the foundations. I love the powders. I love everything. So I got the concealer number 2. The guy at the YSL counter helped me pick this out. So I'm gonna put it right beside the other one. This is actually the one I have on today and I had on in my photos. So it's a little bit lighter and definitely more coverage than the Armani. That's interesting, you know, to try them on side by side like that. And then as soon as I...
Yeah, that's what most people do when they're buying it, is they get the ones that they like the look of and they put them all together and see which one's the best one and they buy one.
I walked up to the YSL counter. The guy was really nice. He was into it. He was passionate. I loved it. I hate it. It's so disappointing when I go up to a makeup counter and they act like, 1, they don't care about makeup that much. 2, they really don't care about you. You know what I mean? And he wasn't like that at all. And the first thing he wanted me to get...
He doesn't care about you either, Lisa. He cares about his pay packet.
...is this YSL bronzing stone, number 1. He said, with your complexion, it's going to look so good. And I said, well, where would I put it? Because it just looks so light. And he said, trust me, it has the most beautiful glow. Do the 3, do the this. He said, just try it. So I got it, and it is gorgeous. It is, I don't even know if it'll swatch. It reminds me of, if I had to say, the original Chanel bronzer Universal. You know, like that tone where it's almost like a peachy bronze, but this one just has like a subtle, I don't know if you can see it, kind of like a subtle glow, and it is really pretty. So I have this on today. I believe this is the first bronzer that I started out with, but this is something I would...
The first bronzer that you started out with. How many bronzers are you wearing? How many? See, this is what I said, and people said she wears 75 layers of things on her face. She must need a shovel to scrape it all off at the end of the day. How is she not tearing her face with all this stuff on? I used to hate wearing liquid foundation. I couldn't wait to get in and wash it off. It used to drive me mad. So now I use Bare Minerals. That's it. Not a thing before it and 2 things after it. That's it. I just can't imagine wearing 17 layers of crap on your face.
Would have never ever purchased. I saw people do reviews on this. When I saw them swatch it, it didn't look like anything I was interested in. I would have never bought this, but it's the Guerlain Terracotta Light, meaning it's not the shade light, like that's the range because it is kind of illuminating, and this is the medium warm, and it's one of these. This is magic. This bronzer is...
That looks exactly the same as the other one you showed with a few little dark bits in.
Is so beautiful. This is what I have on today. I don't have on any cream bronzer or anything like that. I have on the other one, this one, and then I'll show you the blush that I have on.
I don't have anything else on. I've just got this one and that one and another one and oh, that one over there that I forgot about, and then my blush and then my highlight and then my blush topper and then this and then that and then this and then that, and it's like when she says I've only got, you know that she hasn't just only got that. There's always 2,000 other things as well.
Never had one of these. It's the Pat McGrath blush, and they were all so pretty that I just chose the nudie one. Blush Without Caution. I don't know what it is, but it's the nudist one that they had. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it. It's a perfect nude shade. And then I'm almost to the bottom, you guys. I purchased this YSL. I think I've had this before and I loved it. But this YSL.
Yeah. I think I've had this before and then I decluttered it and then I bought it again. That's one thing about declutters that annoy the friggin' arse off me. And she even says that when she's doing it. Oh, it doesn't matter. If I miss it, I'll buy it again. Wasteful. Fucking wasteful. You've got it. You paid for it. It's in your collection. Unless it fucking causes you to break out in boils, use the damn thing. Oh no, I'm bored with it now. I'm going to put it in the bin. Oh, where's that blush I had? Oh, I'll just buy another one. Wasteful. Totally wasteful.
Blush number 6. Just a good kind of like sunburnt shade. And then I purchased, and I have this on, I had this on in my last pictures, and I have it on today. It is the YSL number 3 Rose Gold. I will say this does not play well. I've been, using it like this, like I do like this, and then I tap it on like.
She's still doing like that then. I warm it up with my finger and then I pat it on the back of my. I do like that. That was one of my favourite Lisa-isms. I do like that. No one knows what it means.
The top of my cheekbones, and can you even. Stuff like this is hard to swatch. There you go. So you can see it gives like a sheen. I had yesterday or day before yesterday, I put it on and it really kind of interrupted my foundation, but I had not sprayed yet. So I just went back over it with my foundation brush, and today I did it after I sprayed, and that way it blends in a little bit better, but beautiful, beautiful.
It interrupted my foundation. How did it do that? Excuse me, Mr. Foundation. Can you stop talking so I can? Fucking interrupted.
Then when I was in one of the Sephoras, not the first one, but the second one, there was a really nice guy there, and we were talking about just different products, and he was saying it was one of these is his favorite product, and it is from Nude.
Of course it is. You'll buy anything if they say it's their favourite. Was he wearing it?
Sticks, and they had this little combo that I ended up getting because one of the things in here is Bondi Bay bronzer. Yeah, Bondi Bay, and I'd had this a long time ago, and I knew I liked this. This is good for contouring the eyes, contouring around the lips. So it has that, and then it has this blush, which is a beautiful, like that purpley pink blush. And then this is what he loves so much, and it is the Nudies All Over Face Highlight in, I think it's something honey. Hey Honey. So, and of course they say you can wear this on your eyes, your lips, all that stuff, but I put it on in.
Didn't she used to get PR from Nude Sticks? Seem to remember back in the day. She probably has all that in a drawer somewhere.
Sephora, just over, it kind of gives, see how that one is more of that highlight sheen. This one is more of that wet look sheen. So they're different. And this one is definitely a honey shade. Oh gosh, how many times can I hit the lid before I put it in there? And last but not least, this is something I've been looking for, and ding dong me, I forgot that they renamed so much of the Charlotte Tilbury. Remember they renamed the eyeshadows?
Yeah, they call everything Pillow Talk to confuse us. That's what they did.
I didn't know they renamed the Dolce Vita palette, and I had been looking for that because it was one that I'd had and I liked, but I gave it away and I wanted it again. Well, I finally...
There we go. Who else does that? I gave it away, but it doesn't matter because I'll just buy it again. Wasteful. Totally wasteful. You probably could have bought a house twice the size if you hadn't spent so many years buying things, binning it, giving it away and buying it again. Add that up one day, Lisa, when you're bored and you've got nothing to do. Add up all the money you wasted on stuff that you gave away and bought again. That'd be an interesting video.
Finally went to a Charlotte Tilbury counter and I looked for it and I said, I can't find, I've been looking for it, and I couldn't remember the name. And she said, Dolce Vita? And I said, yes. She said, oh, that's the Bella Sophia. And I said, why did they change that name? And she said it was some type of copyright issues. So this is just fabulous. This is what I have on today. It's what I had on in my pictures. I don't know if I'll ever go a day without wearing this. It is so pretty.
I never know. I won't get. Yeah, whatever. You have as many fucking eyeshadow palettes as I do. There's no way you're going to stick to that one.
It is so pretty. So that has been one of my favorite things too. It just has the perfect highlight, the perfect deep shades, and it just goes on so nicely. So that is my Vegas makeup haul. Okay, so I'm gonna finally let you go. Let me stand up and do my outfit. So this is the top. It's one of those Amazon tops that I wore underneath this suit, and then this was the jacket. This got kind of dirty with makeup and everything, so I figured I would just go ahead and wear it again before I take it to the dry cleaners. And then right before I left, I went into Gap. I actually was looking for some pants for Will, and I saw...
Hold the front fucking page. She actually got something for Will. Wow. I'm stunned.
These sweatpants. I got them in this color gray, I got them in an ivory color, and black. I actually wore the black ones when I was in Vegas, and then I'm just wearing my Gucci flip-flops. And for accessories, I'm wearing my Sheila Fajl hoops. The necklace I have on today, I feel like it's so Vegas, I should have taken it, but it's my, what does it say? The World Is Yours, from that movie, Al Pacino movie. And my ring is my wolf ring. My nail polish is Cajun shrimp. And that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you saw something in here that you want me to try, let me know. And tomorrow, probably, I am going to do another haul with the stuff that I got from Sephora. Because it's some different stuff. It's not everything that you've seen from everybody else. And I will see you then.
Well, I thought this was all the stuff she got from Sephora. What? How much more stuff did you get? Holy hell, is she finished?
Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Puddy Tat. Who likes the cats? Has Chanel lost any weight yet? She was supposed to be putting her on a diet, wasn't she? Because she was poorly. She was too big. Because she overfed her. Wow. So there's another Sephora haul. Fucking hell. Please tell me there wasn't more foundations. Anywho. Thanks for staying with me to the end, if you did. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.